I'm John Spencer, and I'd like to read chapter 1 from my book Charlie's High Adventure. There are currently 6 titles to collect in the Charlie series. After the High Adventure there is Charlie and the Hidden Treasure of Umbaru, Charlie and the Curse of Zandra, Charlie's Alpine Adventure, Charlie and the Amazing Professor Plum, and the 6th book in the series, Charlie and the Phantom of the Tower. Right, let's get started. Introducing Charlie the Chimp in Charlie's High Adventure by John Spencer. Illustrations by award-winning artist Robin Story. Chapter 1. A Noise from Above. Very early one morning, whilst everyone in the jungle was still fast asleep, there came a strange sound. It was a sound that had not been heard in the jungle before. It woke up the insects, who started humming in tune to its strange vibrating tone. It woke up the birds that started chattering to each other with their secret calls that only they understood. It woke up the big cats, and soon their terrifying roars announced that they were angry at being woken so early from their slumber. In fact, it wasn't long before the whole jungle was wide awake. Then, the strange sound that was responsible for all the commotion slowly faded away. The loud drone of the insects melted into a quiet hum. The chattering from the birds became a whisper. The big cats stretched and yawned as they lay back down to sleep, and for a moment it seemed as though peace and harmony had returned to the inhabitants of the jungle. But suddenly the strange sound returned, this time much louder than before. Whatever it was that was making the strange noise and disturbing the early morning peace of the jungle was at that moment a mystery. But whatever it was getting louder and louder, and closer to a little pair of dark round sleepy eyes that all of a sudden opened wide and glared all around. "What's that noise?" said Charlie as he jumped out of bed. "Yes, what can it be?" said Charlie's father as he woke up startled by all the excitement. "Where do you think it's coming from?" said Charlie's mum. "We don't know," came the reply as the two males rushed to look out of the window. "It seems to be coming from above the trees, but I can't see anything," said Charlie's father. "Do you think there's a storm approaching, dear?" "It doesn't sound like a storm to me." "Perhaps it's a monster that eats little chimps," joked Charlie's father. "Maybe it's a flying saucer," said Charlie, pulling his t-shirt over his head and dressing as fast as he could. "And where, young man, do you think you're going in such a hurry?" inquired Charlie's mum. "I'm going to find out what's making that noise," replied the little chimp. "Not until you've eaten breakfast and brushed your—" But before Charlie's mum could say another word, the little chimp had jumped to his feet and was heading for the door. "Come back at once," yelled Charlie's father. "There could be danger out there." "Wait, come back," called his mum. But the mischievous little chimp was fast off the mark. He could not wait to discover what the strange sound was or where it was coming from. All his thoughts were focused on finding the strange whirring noise that had invaded the privacy of his jungle home. His little heart raced with excitement as to what he might find, and on his swift little legs he quickly disappeared into the dense, dark jungle. "I'd better go after him at once," said Charlie's father. "There's no telling what's out there. Without doubt it's the strangest sound I've ever heard. Let's hope that it's not a monster that eats little chimps." "Oh dear," sighed Charlie's mum. "Oh dear indeed," sighed Charlie's father, as they both gazed anxiously out of the window.